Kerr, around 4 minutes, Ms Regan.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. And like others, I commend my colleague Michelle Thompson for securing this debate in the Chamber and for her excellent remarks commemorating the tercentenary. Adam Smith's ideas have shaped the world as we know it, and the Scottish Enlightenment that he was a leading part of is characterised by Scottish thinkers and intellectual leadership of Europe. It was a movement of ideas and, importantly, disputation of ideas. Smith is most famous, as we've heard this evening, for his book, The Wealth of Nations, but I, like Mr Cameron, will focus my remarks on his other book, The Theory of Moral Sentiments, which was published in 1759. And this book very much put Mr Smith on the map. It brought him fame, and also students from other universities, even in other countries, left their university courses to come and study under him in Scotland. And also, it was considered by Smith himself to be his superior work. And I've got a passage from the book here, which I won't read out in its entirety because it's quite long. He's talking specifically about systems, about plans for how we govern. And he's using the analogy of chess pieces. And I'll quote a little bit of it here. He says, "In the great chessboard of human society, every single piece has a principle of motion of its own, altogether different from that which the legislature might choose to impress upon it." And I'll just paraphrase the rest here. So he's talking about if the principles coincide, then the game of human society will go easily. And if they don't, then it will go miserably. And I think, in other words, we can understand what he's saying there, that governments are most successful when they work with people rather than against them. I agree with that. I sense there's a bit of agreement in the Chamber for that sentiment too. And I think it's something important for us all to ponder as we go about the work of this legislature as well. So, like Ms Gozel, I understand and have taken on board Smith's belief in free speech and how that relates to society and modern society, indeed, at the moment. And I think his idea of free speech was also tempered by respect for others and also by empathy for others. And I think he maybe wouldn't understand our modern idea of empathy, but it's certainly based on sentiments that he wrote about in the book. And I think Scottish Enlightenment, it teaches us that we need to be free to think. We need to be free to debate. And we even need to be free to offend. And we need to base our thinking, indeed our critical thinking, on facts and also on science, which was a sentiment that he expressed very much. I think there is immense value in robust debate, that clash of competing opinions, which I think benefits both society and also governments. So Smith and the Enlightenment, they continue to inspire us. They inspire us to that pursuit of knowledge. And they also inspire us to create an environment that encourages that exchange, free exchange of ideas, because that is how we progress. Presiding Officer.
Thank you very much, Ms Regan. I now call the final speaker in the open debate, Stephen Kerr, around 4 minutes. Mr Kerr.
It's a pleasure to follow Ash Regan, who gave an excellent speech.